All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another amazing edition of the Daily Close with the Vamp. So let's take a look, all of my crypto heads out there. How's everybody doing today? I hope we're having another very, very exciting day. I do have a bunch of people asking me a whole bunch of questions, and I'm going to do my best to try to get to them as quickly as possible. The first thing I want to do is I just want to kind of jump through really quick here. Some of the things I'm just seeing on the charts right here, I just got back to the office, haven't had a chance to update everything. I did put out a post on our VIP chat that said, hey, everybody, just chill out, wait till the daily closes. One thing I was just wanting to make sure before we put any trades in that we were not getting that we weren't just going to fall through right here, right? I had some concerns. I wanted to make sure that we did not fall through. Come on. Oh, no. Don't do that. Yeah, come on. Come on, Litecoin. What is up with you? Delay. There we go. Come on. Come up. All right. I just wanted to make sure that we did not come down here and fall below this, below our last test zone here on Litecoin. We actually did pull, I did tell everybody to get ready to possibly pull some longs, simply because on Litecoin over here on the one-day chart, let's bring it up. So we do now have a confirmation of the cross. So the cross did happen, right? I am expecting to see a bit of a delay here. Now, one thing I do look at is I do look at this possibility that there is, now we are on a 6. I talked about this on my secret session show just this morning. I do look at turnarounds on 6s, so I'm always looking for this. In this particular case, though, we are just right here on the cusp. I mean, look at, we're banging on this line right here. I've got two different charts telling me two different things. So the bubble charts are always my go-to chart right here, right? I'm always keeping an eye on my bubble charts. So this chart says, hold on, make sure you sit in your short play, which I have been. I pulled a short about, oh my God, it's been 2 days. 2 days. I've been sitting in a short for 2 days. I've been sitting in that short on EOS. I did post it on Twitter. I think I was up, I don't know, like 18. It was a small position. I only pulled like 800. I took half of it off the table because of this line right here. So we do have a bullish break call on the MACD chart. Now, let me be very specific, okay? When I see this bullish call on the MACD chart, I have to go over here and get confirmation. I like to have confirmation from both charts, right? So this puts me in kind of a pickle right here, right? So now I have to definitely go back and say, okay, you know, who do I trust more in this situation, right? And in this situation, I usually lean over to the RSI more. So I side with the RSI a little bit more than I side with the MACD. I feel that the MACD has a little bit more of a lagging indicator than we do with than I do with RSI, right? I like the history of the RSI a little bit better. It is a little bit more accurate, right? It's either, you know, pick a team. It's up or down, right? It's easy to target levels here. So I like to focus a lot of my calls on this area. Now, coming into this is a very confusing, oh, come on, computer. Don't do this to me. There we go. Seriously, this is what you get when you buy a $3,000 damn computer. Right? So you see that we have gone up and poked it. And here's our historical here, you know. We have historical support right in resistance in this area. Right? You got it here. You got it here, right? You got it right here. I mean, just pinpoint accuracy right here. Now, listen, you give it, you gotta give it a little bit of oomph. So there you go. So we're just gonna put a little baby topper right on that thing right there, right? Just for giggles, right? But you see, here is one. This came up again, perfect, and now you have this right here. So my issue is I'm running a little bit also of my influence is a little heavier on the RSI chart. That being said, I still expect to have some, if not a moderate amount of reaction still to this cross on the daily over here on Litecoin. So I do still expect to see a little bit of a push here. Now this did come down. Let me rip off the what I've got here. I mean, extremely bullish. But now this came down, and this did make a. This is definitely a bullish candle right here. So this is a more bullish candle in my mind, right? You've got almost an inverted hanging man here. It is a wicked looking doji style candle. Super tough. Super tough, right? Now, you have also, which is definitely, disconcerting to see here if you are in a long or short trade, is you have this setup that's pretty damn. I mean, this is three soldiers, right? This is three soldiers. And I want to give a shout out to the Burb man, because the Burb, we had the Burb, we had a couple other people all point this out. And I really appreciate that, Burb. If you're out there listening right now, thank you very much. So we had one of our other, one of the other people on the show, I think yesterday, pointed this out also. Thank you guys. This is a good call. This is a very clear signal right here. Now, you got to watch out, because this is a tricky trade, right? This is definitely a tricky trade. So, I am waiting right now, right? I still am sitting in my short. I have been waiting for the daily close right here before I take any action, right? I wanted to see how this candle closed out. And I wanted to see this cross right here before I took any action. It's tough. This is a really tough trading environment here right now. So where is that down action done, and where is this up action gonna occur? This kind of puts us into a little bit of a pickle, right? I have a very clear target for right now for a break, right? I have a very clear target. Now, let me tell you what happens in the situation right here. What I look at first. Having this cross now, it does make Litecoin more bearish, right? This is definitely more bearish. And let me explain to you why this is more bearish. Because it is too hard to take on multiple MAs, especially when they're about to cross. Here you've got the MAs all spread out. Once you get the MAs spread out, it is easier for the price action to not only go above, which is 100% possible, and or below, which is also possible in this situation, because we do have this this three soldiers candle, right? Where is the down? We see our support. Our support right now is right here about $83.72. Okay, we do have this candle right here that is tricky at best. Okay, this is definitely a tricky candle. Let's go over here. I just want to bring up some of my cheat sheets. Let me pull up a cheat sheet here real quick and see if I can get a good idea of what in the hell is going on with this candle right here. So it's not an engulfing candle, so that's out of the way, so we don't have that. Give me a second here. Let me see what I find. See, but it's not an inverted hammer either. This is clearly not an inverted hammer. All right, here we go. So let's bring this up here. All right, here we go. So let me blow this up a little bit. All right, so In a downtrend, fear for the downside during the downward movement, existing downward trend, continuation, or existing uptrend reversal, or continuation, existing downtrend continuation, or existing uptrend reversal. Okay, so this is a bearish candle right here. Okay, that's clearly a bearish candle. So I wanted to see this close out right here. Let me peek one more time. I want to see, let me check my, gotta just make sure I go through my cheat sheets. I want to make the right call on this. There we go. All right. All right, this doesn't help us out. These are all hammers, so this definitely does not help us out. There's clearly not a hammer. It's clearly not a hammer candle, so that doesn't help us. Yeah, I mean, it's looking. I would like to say that that is a bearish candle right there. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I see that as bearish. I see this candle as a bearish candle. You know, I'm not seeing that as a bullish. I mean, I don't like it as much. I would have liked to see it. Trying to see if I can find something like that. There you go. There's one. Similar, not exact, but close. All right. Let's see if we can find another possible candle. Yeah, it's at the top. That doesn't help. That was a home. That was a gimme. And I love Litecoin's candle patterns. They're just too damn easy. Nope. Seriously, just doesn't make it easy. The only candle we have really that shows that continuation pattern would be this number 5 right here, this red 5. That's the only one. You just got this red 5 right here. All right. I mean, this was easy. Good call. Spinning. So this would have been a hard play right here. This would have been a really hard play. But looking at this candle, I do think this is bearish. This is definitely bearish. Now, what our challenge is if this is the 3 soldiers, then this could come down, tap right here on the 83. It'll catch. We'd basically get a catch on the. We'd get a definitely catch. See, but where is the action? It's tough because we should see some kind of a reaction from this bullish cross right here. So you can see that my target ultimately was down here. So here's also this trend line that was pointed out the other day by the most amazing man himself, Big Jonas. So we pointed out this massive trend line that's been working on the daily for Litecoin, which has been amazing. So we have a bearish candle with a bullish cross. I mean, I've got to say, tough, you know, and I do choose the MAs over, I do play the MAs out in strength over the candlestick patterns. Okay, here we go. So look, there's the bubble chart. So the bubble chart is definitely calling a short here. Right? So the bubble chart is calling a short. The bubble chart is trying to roll over here on the we're also trying to get a rollover on the MACD chart. So yes, it is I would say that is a bearish candle. Now let's go over here and I want to take a look really quick. I want to show you guys something. So a second bearish signal, if we're over here and we're looking at the daily closeout, this is a great reversal candle. So we got a spinning top candle, right? We got a spinning top candle here at the end of day, which is a great reversal sign candle. So henceforth, why staying in your short positions is good, and waiting till the end of the day to jump into any positions is always the best idea. This is kind of what I told everybody. I said, let's just wait this out. You don't have to get in FOMO into this candle. So we already are in short positions, and I do see this falling out right here. Let's go over and peek at EOS. All right, EOS is going bearish. So now, on EOS, my target was right down here. So here's my target for EOS. You do not have any protection from this cross on EOS right now on the daily. Let's go see if EOS has any protection on the, nope, no protection on the 12-hour. And definitely not any help on the 6-hour. Targets are still there, still existing for EOS. My target for EOS is, my next target is $7.74 on the downside. Now that and remember, so let's go. Remember, we are always tracking Litecoin as our primary drop indicator, right? And here is Litecoin. Remember, I am using my Litecoin chart to play all of my other charts right now. So I've got my Litecoin with a bearish candle, right? I've got my Litecoin with a bearish candle. we did get the cross. Damn it. I just don't like this damn cross. But the good news is that we are getting a confirmation by the RSI chart. And we did get a confirmation of being bearish on this daily candle close. So we got this wicked daily candle close right here on the daily. Okay, let's see if we have any love right here at all on Bitcoin. All right, so Bitcoin all separated out. No issues right there to contend with to catch this on the 12-hour. Now this golden cross is already played out. There's no effect that we're going to get from this golden cross right here. So there's no protection on Bitcoin below until 6,900. I do have a target of 6,700 right here. We did miss my target up above. I'm still mad about that. I think I missed it by like 15 bucks or something. I just don't see. Let's go down. So there's no crosses. No cross on the 12-hour. No help. We did hit a perfected 9. Then we came over giant spinning candle, giant spinning bearish candle. We are dropping now. So here's our next test. So Bitcoin needs to test this. We're going to put a little thing right here. Expect support right there. So I expect to see a little bit of support. If this support does break right there on the purple line, if you see this break, this line right here, I don't really see any support until 67, 6,800. I just don't. These moving averages are moving way too slow to being affecting anything. Let's drop down to our 6-hour. Okay, so we did just have a 6-hour crossover. So we do have a bullish crossover on the 6-hour chart. Let's see how that affects. We did not get any calls. So don't even now this is an extremely bullish bearish shooting star candle right here. There's an inverted hammer up here at the top. You did get a spinning top. Then you had you had pretty much a shooting star candle. It's trying to fall out. You've got the pressure of the this right here. This might just bounce in this zone for a couple hours maybe. This might bounce in and out of here before it does decide to fall. On the 4-hour, okay, so on the 4-hour, no MA help. You do have the support sitting here at on the 7 MA. My target is still be, so there's on the 7 MA you've got, on the 4-hour you've got no support down to 7K, but you're sitting on support right now. This is a toughie right here. So you do have this bump. You are going to get a bump from this play right here. This is the only thing left right now for Bitcoin that I see MA-wise. Other than that, I see a lot of bearish signals, a lot of bearish indicators. Let's just watch out and see if this thing plummets down. Now, I'm going to set my targets. I'm going to keep my 2 targets right here. This was my top that I called. I did miss this top. So I did miss it by like 15 bucks or something like that. I've been messing with the circle, so don't judge me. Yeah. Hey, until 1 mil, the man, the myth, the legend. How you doing, brother? Good to have you on stream, man. Yes, yes. So breaking through. This is your last resistance, really. Actually, your last support level. It's got to hold. It's just got to hold right there. You got 7,200. You've got your MAs. Let's find out where our moving averages are. So you've got a lot of support actually right here at 63.20. Got a lot of support at 63.20. So target one would just be to come down here and touch 63.20. Okay? And like I said, this might take a minute because you're going to get a bullish reaction from this crossover on the 6 hour. Right? So, this is trying to come down. It's being held up by the 7. It's trying to pull down right now because of all these bearish candles. Let's take a look at our 4-hour candle. Bearish shooting star and 4-hour. 12-hour candle. Spinning top candle. Definitely bearish. Little bitty pokey of a shooting star trying to eke out there. Now look at this. This is tough. So you do have a rising wedge here. So we clearly have a rising wedge formed right here on the 12-hour. We did hit our green 9, which is this was a perfected 9. Did try to bleed up. It is trying to continue up. It is trying so hard to hit my target. It's trying to make the vamp right. It says, please make the vampire right. I just don't know. I think I'm going to fail on this one. Man, I think I'm going to miss my target. Yeah, I think Vamp's going to... You guys can officially give me a you suck when I do miss my target here. Okay? So I'm definitely not close to my target right now. So I apologize for that. If people are... I know we had some people thinking we were going to pop up a little bit. I think I missed my bubble by like 15, 20 bucks. It sucks. All right, I want to go over here and peek at the RSI. Oh my God, my charts are so slow. All right, so we did break the RSI right here. So if we go back historically, remember we've looked at this historically back here in time, and we've seen that way back here in 2014. This peak was our RSI top, and then we just completely tanked out really near the same time. It was more like in September. We had this kind of action in September 2014. We do need to just be aware that this is a massive action right here. Right? When you have these massive just vertical towers, right? You can always expect some sort of pullback on such a massive action. Whether it's up or down, right? You can always count on some sort of, small retracement. And this, this is these massive runs, here's a massive run down. This is a pretty substantial run. Now, this particular run much deeper, this particular run much higher, and then you kind of get you get a confluence pattern up here. This is tough. This is tough right here. Now, if we do top off here, this would be a lower high on our RSI, so it is possible to create a lower high, and we would trend line this, something like that. Just snap a trend line on it. I know it's a little difficult to see probably. Let me click on this thing. So that's definitely didn't help. There we go. So you do have a lower high started here on your RSI chart. So this tried to just build up here. This had a lot more. See, I like this pattern right here. This was good. This gave you a good pattern. It took a break, let the indicators reset, then continued up. I mean, that's what you'd have to have here anyway. You have to have a resetting of your indicators, at least something, before this takes off again. This could be a tell of the of the possible of the three soldiers, the three soldiers marching. All right. Let me see here. Really, that's this. It's at this point in time, I have to say there is not a lot of crosses. Number one, so we don't have a lot of cross action. So that's good. We don't have a lot of bullish crosses going on. The only one we really had was the daily on Litecoin. So we went over that. As for Bitcoin, I mean, I just see Bitcoin is a little bit, doesn't have the support right now that that Litecoin has. So Bitcoin definitely doesn't have the support Litecoin has right here. All right, so our next support point is at $83.60. This is pretty, I bet this price lines up pretty damn close with Bitcoin's price over here. So I bet if we bring this down, all right, let's bring this down, let's bring this up. All right. So here we go. So let's try to make these, here you go. So you're both on the daily here, right? So these are both daily charts, Bitcoin and Litecoin. So your next support is $82.54 for Bitcoin, for Litecoin on the daily, and you're at 7K. Now remember, 7K, big numbers are always well-defended positions. So I bet there's a big block down there, just like we talked about yesterday on the show with the big Jonas. So let's watch this next few hours, right? I would be very, very hesitant simply because of this massive spinning top candle, right? And this bullish candle here, bearish candle here. I would be very hesitant to go into any long positions right now. Okay? So I would hedge against a long position. So I was actually thinking we would be going into a long position here because I didn't know how this candle was going to close out. I expected this candle either plummet all the way through, or I expected this candle to be up here somewhere and give me a nice big body, making it a neutral candle, right? I was expecting a neutral or create an inverted hammer candle, which would be completely bullish. Right, so I had either one of those scenarios in play, and that is not playing out to be that. So we are looking definitely bearish at the moment. All right.